my name's Dale. I'm a social value manager for a construction company. And my earliest memory of a green space is going back to when I was a young boy many years ago, living in North Wales, and there was about 2-3 miles away there was a park called Loggerheads, and it had like streams running through it and open areas where you can just run around being a kid, and lots of walking, lots of woodland activities, so it was fantastic. And I suppose having that closeness to nature and having that green space on your doorstep, it really inspired me to try and get out more and to participate in things like scouts and outdoor pursuits and all that sort of stuff, because it was there on my doorstep. The favourite part of my current job, so I'm a social value manager, which means that I recruit and I manage trainees, apprentices and graduates, and I facilitate work experience placements, and I go into schools, colleges and universities, and I talk all about construction and pathways and careers and employability skills. The favourite part of my job, I suppose, is I like the charity work that we do. So we do a lot of work with charities and with local companies, and this can involve working outdoors in, regenerating a school playground or an outdoor space. So a lot of the time I'm working in offices, I'm working in internal environments, so when I can get out and I can get my hands dirty and do a bit of digging or do a bit of manual labour or whatever it's going to be, instead just that change, it's just nice to be outdoors, nice to be amongst nature, I suppose. Also, I like the people aspect of it. I'm a very talkative person. I like communicating with all sorts, so people young and old, and I think with my job role I get to do that. I get to speak to and manage like 16-year-olds up to like 60-year-olds, so I think it's just that range as well. It's, you're dealing with different people, different backgrounds, different ages, different creeds, different everything, so it's just basically that humanistic experience, I suppose, of meeting other people. And my favourite thing about working outdoors, or my favourite thing about the green sector, as I said, it's just that being close to nature, because it's not always as easy for me to do as part of my job. If I go to a building site to visit an apprentice, for example, then I might be out in the elements while I'm alongside them, watching them complete their day-to-day jobs if they're working on an external building site. And the only other time I really get to spend a lot of time outdoors is when I'm doing my charity work or when I'm doing volunteering work, etc. So it's just nice to have that change, I suppose. So with regards to my journey, how I got to where I am today, it's the same as I suppose it'll be what a lot of people will preach. It's just different. I went through an educational journey, so I went to school, I got GCSEs, did my A-levels, so I was like a sheep. I just followed all my friends because they didn't know what to do. I ended up in university, and again, no real idea of what pathway I wanted to go down, but completed university and then just found a job closest to my house and ended up working there in a call centre for 5 years. And again, a lot of people fall into this trap, I suppose, because it's that unknown. You don't really know what you want to do. So because I didn't know what I wanted to do and there's no one to guide me, I just kind of ended up falling into a job just to earn some money. So after a few years, I ended up going travelling, and this kind of opened up my eyes to the wider world, and I started really thinking about the sort of jobs I wanted to do. Went through a few different jobs, so I got promoted internally within the call centre, so I was in charge of the call centre by the end of it. And then I went into some management roles, teaching and assessing roles, until I've eventually found this one, which was a culmination of all my previous experience. With anyone wanting to get into construction, the thing is, it's such a wide industry, such a vast industry. There's so many different jobs, and until I got into it like 5-6 years ago now, I didn't have any idea of the amount of jobs and amount of careers you can get through construction. That's it, you can get careers in construction. So if you like working outdoors, you can do a lot of the trade roles. If you like working indoors, you can go in an office-based role. So yeah, it's all good. So get into construction.